Hi everyone, and welcome to our slot on Choose Life. Well, this week we were given the challenge to speak or listen and an encouragement to practice silence in an attitude of spiritual stillness. But in our busy, noisy world, times of quiet can be a luxury, especially if we're in a busy household with small children. To get moments of silence, wow, they can be very hard to come by. But it's so important we try and seek out those times of quiet, not just to get peace for ourselves, but to give us an opportunity to hear from God. I'm reminded of Elijah, who, after his confrontation with the prophets of Baal, became afraid and ran for his life. And the Lord wanted to speak to him, and he went to hear from God. And first of all, there was a powerful wind that tore apart rocks, but God wasn't in the wind. Then there was an earthquake, but God wasn't in the earthquake. And then a fire came, but the Lord wasn't in the fire. And then Elijah heard a gentle whisper. That still small voice is hard to hear amidst a lot of noise. And if we're always talking, then we're not listening. If life is full of noise and clamour, then it's really hard to hear that gentle whisper from the Lord. So, like Simon, my encouragement this week is for us to seek out those times of quiet and stillness. And I know for some that's just so hard, trying to snatch those moments. Maybe it's getting up a bit earlier. One friend of mine always has time with the Lord in the shower. Maybe it's grabbing a short walk during the day, getting outside and just allowing the silence to come without phones, without radio, without noise, so that we can just take precious moments to hear from God. Perhaps there's changes you need to make in your diary to allow for that to happen. And if you're in a busy household, maybe you could discuss with each other, how do we help one another to have that time just with ourselves and the Lord? Perhaps that's something as a family you could talk about. But times of quiet and stillness aren't just about the absence of physical noise around us. It's also about having that inner peace. We can be in a quiet room, but if our thoughts are anxious and rambling, if we're playing over conversations, if we're stressing about things, it can be hard to hear from the Lord. We need that inner peace and stillness, as well as that outer silence to hear from Him. So this week then, perhaps think how you can carve out some time to be still before God. And if you find practicing stillness hard, then maybe you need to deal with some stuff that's in the way that will allow you to be quiet before Him. David said in Psalm 37 and verse 7, "Be still before the Lord." And that's my encouragement too for this week.